Anyway, if you're on, say hello so I know who's here. Um, all I'm going to do is do a basic way, um, just a basic way of working out how much to put in your basket. So when you're making an espresso, you might not have one of these machines yet, or you might be thinking about it. But yeah, it's pretty basic thing is to work out how much coffee to put in here, and um, yeah, how much liquid you need to get out of it at the same time. Oh yeah, got one person said hello. Oh, that's my wife. She's directing the cameras behind us. So there's the Facebook camera's over here and the Instagram camera's over here. So we're a little bit tight for space in this little house. Right down there. So yeah. But anyway, so the whole idea of this is just trying to get a little bit of an understanding across on how much liquid you should be getting out and the time and all that kind of stuff. It sounds pretty easy, but every coffee I make seems to be different every time I make it because um, I might make one in the morning and I might not get home until after work, and there might be a little bit of coffee left in the grinder here, so that'll be a little bit dry. And yeah, so it's always I make every coffee with scales like this here. I weigh the coffee that goes in here, and then I weigh how much espresso comes out of here. So yeah. Anyway, so to get started, all I do is actually before we get going, hit the share button as well. Share it to all your friends, and that'll help me out a lot as well. But first off, all we do is we'll weigh the scales. I'll put this down here a bit so you can see what's actually going on. So we've got the scales here, zero it off. I've also got this thing here that helps keep all the coffee in there. Zero that off. Then all I do is push the button. But to work out how much coffee actually fits in here, it's all trial and error. Once you know how much coffee you can fit in here, you're off to a pretty good start. So I know there's a few machines like the Breville's. I'm pretty sure I haven't got around to many of those as I'd like to because of these restrictions. But my plan going forward is to get out to people's houses and get on the real machines that people are using and show how best to get your coffee out of those. So the way you work out how much coffee you need in here is you pretty much you'll get a guide from whoever you get it from that how much fits in here. So you just start with that. But I like to get as much in here as I can. You don't want it to be too tight that it hit when you put the. Anyway, I'll show you. So I've got it's like a distributor. It just goes in there. It's like one of these things here. It just evens it all out. So give it a bit of a tap, and then just put this in, spin around. If you don't have this one, it doesn't matter. See how it's nice and flat there now? Nice and flat and even. And that also helps to get the tamp down nice and straight. So when I push that down into there, you can see it's even all the way around. It's pretty foolproof. These are just little gadgets. You don't have to have this stuff. This just helps you with consistency because coffee is all about consistency. So that's that. Now after you tamp that down, you should be able to turn it upside down, and nothing should fall out. And you'll see there's like a rim here, and that's basically where your coffee should go to. Rim, just there. And when you put this into your machine, here, it shouldn't. This coffee here shouldn't hit on the shower screen under here. If it hits on the shower screen over there, you've got too much coffee in there. So next time, just take a gram back. I didn't actually weigh that in there before, but I'm aiming for 23 grams in here. 23 grams is what I like to use, and it pretty much gets what I like out of the winter warming blend. So anyway, you put this in here, and if that there touches the shower screen, or you take that apart and there's no water on there, you're good. But if it hits, if you take that out and you take it off and you're missing a bit of your coffee, you've got too much in there, so you need to take some out. Anyway, so we'll put that in there. So the next step is, what we're aiming for is, you got to work out how much coffee you got to extract, and the good extraction rate is on average 1.7, and I find that's really good for the winter warming blend, which is this one here. So 1.7. So what do I mean by that? 1.7. Well, so if you fit 23 grams in here, you'll end up with so you go 23 times 1.7 equals 39.1. So you're aiming to get 39 grams of espresso out of this. So if your machine takes 12 grams of espresso, so 12 times 1.7 is 20 grams. So your aim is to get 20 grams out into your cup. So that's your espresso. 20 grams, about that much. I like 40 grams, bit double shot. Tastes better. I like to be woken up properly. So yeah, that's how much we need, what we're aiming for. And there's also, from there, you need your timer. So on these scales here, you've got your weight, and then you'll have a timer. I've actually put this timer into this espresso machine myself, because I like to have a timer. So yeah, anyway, we'll make one now. So this is a double shot. We've got 23 grams, which we're aiming for about 40 grams of espresso. So let's see how we go with the time. So what we're aiming for here is 40 grams of espresso here in 25 seconds. 25 seconds is what I find is the best for this coffee. If you want a sweeter shot, like a little bit sweeter, maltier kind of flavour, you just stretch that 25 out to 30. But the general range is 25 to 30 seconds on your shot. So this timer here takes a second or so to get going. But anyway, we'll turn this on and let's see how close we are. I want to do this again anyway. I didn't really do it properly that first time because I was too busy talking. So we've got that. That's at 0. Everything's at 0, so let's go. So it normally takes about 5 seconds for it to actually come through. It's coming through all right. We've got 14 seconds, 14 grams. We've got 20 grams now. We've got 17 seconds. So we've got 30, 32, so I've got to stop at about 38. I should get 40. Look at that. But all the machines are going to be different. So we've gotten 25 seconds, what I was aiming for, which is, so I've made a few coffees today already, so I've got it pretty well going. It's a day off work. But that's what we're left with there, is a nice creamy espresso. That's a double espresso. That's that one there. Really see because of how bright it is outside. But so that's a double shot, and then I'll just bang my coffee. Here, I'll show you while I'm here. I'll make a coffee. The milk, I like to have a decent kind of milk, so I really like, this is what I can get it in the supermarkets around here, and I think it tastes pretty good. Which is that one, Camperdown Dairy, the Jersey milk, and also that one there is pretty available around Victoria as well. This is the Jersey milk from SunGold. They're both from down the southwest, which is the proper part of Victoria, if you ask me. So anyway, I'll make a quick latte. So what we're doing with the latte here is we're going to fill it up. The biggest problem I find with the Breville's and all those household machines is they give you this thumping big jug, which is the size of my smash bin here. But you only need a small jug, because if you're trying to heat up too much milk with a small machine, you're losing all your energy, and you're you're not doing yourself any favours. So let's put some milk in there, and we'll just fill it up to the bottom of the spout there, which is right there. That's perfect for what I've got here, an 8 ounce thing. So when we're doing the milk, we want to get the nozzle. If you're looking at the nozzle and it's 12, like that's 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock. So this is where I do it, but you can do it many different ways. But I go put the spout in here at 12 o'clock, and I'm aiming. You imagine there's a centre, and I just kick it towards. Let me think. 9, 10, about 10 o'clock, and just off centre. That's what I'm aiming for. And all you should, hopefully you can hear what's going on here. But all you want is to tip just below the milk. I'll do a special milk video there one day. Listen how it's sucking air in. We want the air in there for a start. Then we want to dip the nozzle down. I'll just let it stay where it is because the foam's coming up. Now we're just warming the milk. And temperature, you just go until your hand gets too hot for your hand, and then you work out what your temperature is. Give it a smash on the bench, clean the nozzle. Espresso's been, but I'll do my best, see what I can do. 2 cameras watching here. Love heart's always fairly easy, but that's a love heart. Well, you can't really see it that well, but Instagram, that's my version of a love heart. Does get a bit better than that, but probably a little bit stage fright. There's a love heart there. You probably can't really see it that well, but yeah, that tastes pretty good. It's good, real good. So anyway, let's go through it again. Clean this out. Smash it away. I always just give it a rinse, but you can just give it a wipe. I'm just fussy. Don't know why. I'm not really fussy with other things. But I suppose coffee, I love it. So clean it out. Don't want any dirty old coffee in there because that's just going to give you a dirty old taste. And then weigh it. Weigh it in here. I've got a funnel. They call it a coffee funnel. So we'll zero that. Push this in. We're aiming for 30. Oh, sorry, 23. 23 here. We've got 23.2. Happy with that. Then all I do is give it a bump. Evens it all out. Take the ring off. I'll end up getting these available on my website. I'm just taking little steps at a time at the moment. and then use the distributor and spin that around. Just in the bottom of your screen there, Instagram. Push it down, nice and firm. Flip it upside down. Means you're doing a good job. Still in there, magic. And then make sure you're clean. Jam it on there. And obviously, if you don't really know your weight, make sure you're not hitting on the shower screen in there. Put that in, and then I'll use this one over here. Good scale, these ones. And basically, cup under, 0. What are we aiming for? We're aiming for 25 seconds. That's what I like.
Can we do 30? Can I have a sweet one?
30? Alright, Julia wants 30. So if we wanted to get that 30 and the same, so yeah, okay, so if we want to get to 30, we're gonna have to adjust. Like, if say you don't like the 25, it's like I want a little bit sweeter, so you adjust your grinder. You adjust your grinder, and you want to go, because you want to slow the flow down, you need to make your grind finer. Like, it doesn't take much, just adjust it a little bit, and then just see how it goes over the next few brews. But so if we want to go to 30, we really need to adjust the grind. But let's see what happens. I should have adjusted a little bit, but anyway, let's do this. So from when you pull the lever or push the button or whatever you do, that's when the time starts. All right. So 0, 0. Let's go. So aiming for 30 seconds for the lovely wife. Look at that, nice and creamy. Instagram, I can't move Facebook, but look at that. Nice and creamy shot there. 21. Yeah, we're going to struggle to push it out. We give her a bigger shot, I suppose, but that would have been stopped there now. And that was 28 seconds. So, yeah, before you kind of start brewing your coffee, you need to know what you're kind of after. So, if I was after 30, I could have just put a little bit more grams in there. Instead of putting 23 in there, I could have put 24 in there, and that would have slowed it down. But you got to know what your limits are without hitting your shower screen. So that's that one. Instagram's had a good look at that already, but it's nice and creamy. It's got a there's a camera on that one. Yeah, so it's got this one here's got a Papua New Guinea, a Brazil, and a what's it called, Costa Rican. Brazil's the chocolatey nuts, a bit of punch. The Costa Rican's fruity, it brings out a little bit of fruit, and the Papua New Guinea is chocolate, apricot, fruit, good base. I love about the PNG. I don't know if it's just so close to Australia, it's extra fresh, but open up the bag before you roast it and scooping out the beans, it's like just smells like apricots, to be honest. But anyway, that's the thing. So, is there any questions? Anybody got any questions about any of it? Because I can do it again if you want. Do you want me to try and do a 30-second one? 30-second shot. We've been going 20 minutes. Probably getting a bit monotonous, but scales, they're available on the website. I haven't put them up yet. I've only got them a couple of days ago. They'll be $100. You can preset them. You can use them for filtered coffee. They've got four different settings. They're called a coffee scale, so that's what they're made for. Yeah, anything else? Any questions? Got someone from Finland. Oh, I've got Vera. Vera's on. Vera's a lovely person that designed this cockatoo picture here. Done an amazing job. So thanks, Vera. Yeah, she was a nanny of ours for a while when we needed a bit extra help. Anyway, so I'll do one more quick shot. In the smash bin, clean it out. Make sure she's nice and clean. And then we'll go for a 30-second shot here. So I didn't weigh it, but I should have. Alright, let's weigh it out. So we're going to go for a 30-second shot here. 23, I normally put in there, I'll put 24. Alright. I don't know what's happened there. What has happened there? 17. Oh my god, all this coffee's going to waste. Alright, zero it again. Try again. So I'll go for 24 grams in here. Try and stretch the shot out. 22.8, a little bit more. 20, another couple. That's far too much. Yeah, pretty close. 23.9. Give it a tap. Use your distributor. Don't need it. Push it down. That. Flip her upside down. And come out. It's all good. Let's see if we hit the shower screen. That extra gram. Yep. Touch it a little bit. Doesn't make a difference. Doesn't make much to change things a little bit, but we'll see how we go. We're aiming for 30 seconds. Make it a little bit sweeter. That's it. Let's see how it's coming out a lot slower. It's a lot more sticky. Pretty sticky brew, this one anyway. That's Instagram there, Facebook. There's Facebook. So we're going at 16 seconds so far. 25 grams. We're going to see this is going to stretch out a fair bit. We've got 28. We've got 40 grams there in 20 seconds. So that'll just taste a bit sweeter. That's a shot there. That's a double shot, yeah? So I forget what. Does anyone know how many grams goes into the into the Revels? But as soon as this COVID stuff's gotten itself under control, I'll be getting out into some houses and doing some demos on those machines. So if you've got a machine that you want me to do a demo on, give us a yell and I'll be there. Have a few coffees instead of beers. How times have changed. Oh, do you want me to... almond milk's a little bit different to froth. So I might as well give a little bit of a quick demo on that while I'm here. All the almond milk drinkers, but turn them out in, just below that nozzle. Just to that nozzle there, that's all you need for a 8-ounce drink. And then what I do for almond milk is just grab a teaspoon of your shot, drop it in there. I don't know, it just helps it froth up better, I feel. Bring it in. Always purge the water out first. See how it's sucking? And then don't want it to suck anymore because we've got enough air in there. Almond milk is a lot harder to steam. I still haven't really mastered it, but give it a smash on the bench. I think this is the fresher one. And that just putting that bit of espresso in there settles everything down and stops it foaming up too much. See how we go with the almond milk. No, it's a bit bubbly, but oh, nearly put it on the floor. But there we go. There's an almond milk latte. It's a little bit darker. Yeah, you can see that. Facebook. There you go. So I don't know, that's about it. Any questions? Haven't been any questions yet? Oh, there's a coffee for the wife. Done such a good job on the video. So yeah, that's about it. That's all I've got for you. But if you did want to think about getting some scales, I think if you want to get the most out of your coffee, you need to have scales. Otherwise, you're kind of just guessing what's happening. Scales will help you get it all consistent and make the same. You find a good brew, you just make the same one every time. Yeah, I don't think there's much else. Oh, has anybody got any ideas what they want me to demonstrate on the coffee, like stove tops or filter coffee or frothing the milk? We'll do a frothing the milk one. But yeah, if there's anything that you want to learn or anything about coffee, reach out to me because I like to help. Because I think if you're going to drink coffee, you might as well drink a good coffee instead of just settling for rubbish. There's plenty of that out there. But yeah, so pretty much at the moment it's just got the winter blend. It's pretty popular. It's been selling like hotcakes. It's been keeping me pretty busy, which is good. This winter warming blend will change a little bit because one of the Brazils in it has it's running out of supply, so got a fresh one going into it, it's a natural, so it might taste a little bit more. I'm thinking a little bit more kind of fruity. Might have a little bit more punch as well. It's a natural. The last one in it was a washed, which is basically they wash it. The naturals they ferment. They do it all with the skin on. So it'll taste a little bit different, but the whole thing of it, I try to get the coffees fresh, and that's what happens. You run out of stuff, so I've learned all about what all the coffees taste like at the same time. So anyway, doesn't look like there's any questions. So thanks for jumping on, and yeah, that's about it. Thanks for jumping on. Over and out, and hopefully we can all get about a bit more in Melbourne. Here we're kind of been stuck in the one spot 5k zone, so we know where our 5k radius is. Because kind of get sick of going to the same playground, so we've discovered a few new playgrounds with the kids, which has been good. But yeah, hopefully we can all start mingling again. All right, over and out. Thank you.